Hey, good morning, Flaming Gypsies. This is Becky Nelson from Gold Canyon Candles, reporting from Bees Coffee in Johnstown, Colorado. Hey, listen guys, summer is tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. And because we're up on our 250 crunch, it's even tougher because you need to make that goal by the end of the month. So I just wanted to use this time to reiterate a couple things that I said on the call the other night. And I know that was kind of a mess with the whole conference thing, so I'm just gonna do videos until I figure that out for myself. One thing to remember is Gold Canyon does give us tips and things that we can use to enhance our sales. The one that I can think of right now is the 3 candle special. You're going to get a small, medium, and a large for $41 plus tax and shipping. Okay. Now, if you're doing a local show and basically you're just going to add that to a party, heck, I would even give them free shipping. I know it's a little bit of skin off your nose, but you know what? It's going to make them feel super special, and they may just go for it. $41 for 3 candles. Essentially, they're getting that small for free. That's one of the tips that Gold Canyon has given us to use for the month of June and July. One of the other things to remember is always be passionate about what products you use in your home. So if you're doing a show or if you're doing a party, be sure to talk about the things that you have in your house that work for you. Don't worry about everything else. It'll come into play. If someone looks in the catalog and sees that Scentric, they're going to ask you about it. If someone wants to know about that Scentmate, they're going to ask you about it. But really focus on what works for you. If you're a warmer lover, talk about the warmers. 75% of sales is the passion that you put into your pitch. Okay? I know that's a lot to think about. 75% of your sales is the passion that you put in to your sales pitch. 25% of it is knowledge. And of course, the idea of, I'm going to sell, I can do this, self-motivation, whatever you want to call it. But the passion is 75%. So if I'm sitting here today and I absolutely love my car fresheners, guess what? I am going to talk the heck out of that thing. I'm going to talk about how amazing it is, how it smells forever, how it's got a great fragrance to it. I love the dots on it. Being that I'm a consultant, now people know that I sell Gold Canyon, or at least I know somebody who sells Gold Canyon, and they make great gift giving ideas. You can stick them in a postcard or a mailing card for someone for their birthday. Lots of different ways that I can sell that car freshener. But if I'm passionate about it, that's going to come through. If I'm not so passionate about candles because I have little kids or I have that cat that knocks them over and I use warmers and I start talking about candles, that passion may not show. So really stick with what you love about this business. What product makes you come back every time? The second thing I want to talk about is we have a lot of events that are in the area, and I'm sure wherever you are, you can find an event. Be cautious of this. I had an experience last weekend where I went to do an event and the gal had a relatively good turnout last time, but the problem was she did not use the same forefront advertising and marketing for this one. That being said, I paid the same amount for that event and 3 people came through. Now, when you go to set up an event, you're paying for your gas to get there. You're paying for the haul there and, putting your stuff in the car and everything, the time it takes to get ready. You're paying for the time it takes to set up before someone doesn't even steps foot in your area, okay? So that being said, you have a lot of stuff and time vested before the people even get there. So be sure to scope out events that are advertised, that are sometimes even citywide, meaning they're being put on by the Park District or the Chamber of Commerce. Don't just go for that average event. Try to be very vigilant in your business. Believe it or not, a lot of events that you can find for free can be as simple as a charity event. Offer them to put a drawing in for a small or medium candle in exchange for a space. And in some instances, they will do that. I can stress to you 110 times, always be prepared when you go to an event to have people go, oh gosh, I'll buy from you if you buy from me. That's a vendor tactic that I absolutely cannot stand. Buy because you love their product. Don't buy because you're expecting them to do the same for you. You might get lucky, but sometimes that can become really, really frustrating. Most of the time, those people are just being desperate, and they're gonna buy one item from you, and you'll never hear from them again. But then they're gonna push their product on you. So just be careful of that when you're at events too. The other thing I want to talk about is the scent of the month. Sometimes being a leader means I have to give bad news, and bad news here today is that the scent of the month is no longer To be continued, I don't know, but it's on standby right now. So your 20% off that standard monthly fragrance is no longer. And I am currently in the process of revamping my Scent of the Month Candle Club because it did impact me tremendously. But I'm keeping my spirits high and coming up with some great ideas. So I'll be giving those to you guys next month. So if you're pushing for a Candle Club item, right now it's the trio for $41. Which is not a bad deal. Or you can come up with your own Candle Club, but just be super, super careful of the percentages off, and also be careful of direct ship. The other piece that I was made aware of this month was direct ship is now $6.99 to any address that is not attached to a mixer as a hostess. Now let me say that again. Direct ship is now $6.99 to any address that is not attached to a party or a mixer as the hostess. Our hostesses can still get their party orders for 8%. But if you go and you send that mini candle to Aunt Jemima in Tennessee, you're going to pay $6.99. And I'm sorry to have to announce that, but that is part of business. They are revamping our shipping rates. And so my encouragement to you is push the party boxes, push the parties shipping to one address in that city or state, and make your hostess accountable to divide that product out and get it to the people accordingly. And my other advice is get a consultant in that area. Get somebody on our team from that area. And that's what I'm working on right now for a couple of my areas in Illinois that I know are going to be a challenge for that $6.99 shipping. If I can just get a consultant who would handle that for me, heck, she'd end up with a couple new customers, but I would end up with another team member. So sometimes you got to take one for the team. No pun intended. I just want to wish everybody a happy birthday. Gold Canyon's month for birthday is June, and Gold Canyon's actually birthday date is June 21st. So 18 years on June 21st. So live it up and tell people about it and share and be excited about it because your business is really your passion. And if you're not having a good month and you need some tips and pointers, get a hold of me. I'll do the best I can to keep you on the track and get you through that 250 hump this month. One of the things that I would say is going to be a good promoter this weekend, citronella candles. Everywhere from east to west has gotten rain, and now it's hot, and those mosquitoes are out. And our citronella candles are simply amazing, and they are very well priced. So I would get out there and I would start posting, hey, did you get bit by a mosquito yesterday? Let me help you with that. Talk to me about my citronella candles, and really focus on selling those suckers. And you know what? Probably a couple dozen of those and you're at $250. It can't be that difficult. I know you guys can do it. I have passion in you guys. I have faith in you guys. So I am going to go ahead and sign off now. I'm actually going to go get ready for my event. Thank you so much for all you do, and thank you for your loyalty to Team Flaming Gypsy. I am giving away that 31 party in a bag at the end of this month, so I'll be watching for some more quiz questions. And once I get my conference calling back up to snuff, I will definitely be doing conference calls again. I apologize. And if anybody has any suggestions on how we can communicate better, Skype, any of those suggestions, GoToMeeting. I know I've had a couple things pop up when I ask people. I'm all for it. Let's talk about it. Let's see how we can all connect. Thank you so much. And remember, today is a great day. Do something that makes you happy and flame on. Have a good one, guys.